So basically, the product is the history of Nawaat. Nawaat was founded in 2004, although we were publishing since 2002. And we've built a huge archive of what is going on in Tunisia from under a dictatorship in 2002 and 4 till the revolution of in 2011 and the post-revolutionary era. So we visited a lot of topics, a lot of regions, a lot of actors, and we revisit the story again and again over the years. And for both journalists and readers, it was very difficult to understand the evolution of certain topic, certain region, certain city, certain village, certain political actors, certain entities like a ministry or a foundation or an NGO, etc. So we had this idea, and thanks to the Journalism AI project, to build an ecosystem of AI that will link actually the evolution of every topic and try to solve the problem for both our newsroom staff and the readers to navigate the history of our journalistic coverage. And to make this introduction short, I will give Hossam the floor to introduce the tech, let's say, layers of this product.
Thank you, Sami. Yeah, so considering that the issue is the huge archive, Nawaat has amassed of significant reporting, opinion pieces from every single person who had any relevant influence to the modern history of the political struggles in Tunisia since 2004, technically really 2002. So what we did is we built basically an AI ecosystem. We basically built a main platform in API that serves, that extracts and exploits and uses the vast Nawaat archive we have, and then proposes in two different forms. Number one is a standalone platform that offers advanced research. The timeline will go through the demo, of course, for the general public. And number two is a WordPress plugin that pairs and works into our own nawaat.org website, which is WordPress powered, for our own newsroom and internally. The archive is so vast that this is not a challenge only for the public or for anyone an external entity who does research about Tunisia, but it's also for our own internal team. So yeah, so I will go through demoing actually the different features we built. We'll start with the Chronicles platform. First feature is Summary Time Machine. So basically, let's say you want to go back to any given time and figure out what was that month in any given year across the 20 plus years history of Nawaat. What was that month about? So this is how it works. So basically, the Chronicles will present you always with the current month, and then you can go to literally any month, and you can check what was that month about. This is an AI-generated summary of that particular month, available on the 3 languages we support in Nawaat. Notes here, by the way, that the articles presented in Arabic and in English in this case are different. Basically, AI doesn't translate. AI just presents you with exactly what was that month about. What did Nawaat talk about? Which is basically typically what was really the debate of that particular moment in Tunisia in that particular month. The second big feature we rolled out is the advanced search. So now let's say you have a topic in mind. In this case, that we are going to test with is Nawaat and freedom of the press. You have 20 years plus history of Nawaat advocating and publishing content and opinion and op-eds and investigative reports, etc. about freedom of the press. So can you summarize the whole thing and present it to me in a way that is useful? So you would go to the main interface for advanced search. You would put that query, of course, whatever the topic, and then our AI will go through the whole archive and address it. I'll show you quickly. And this is what you get. You will get actually an article. Of course, we did a lot of work to make sure that this article reflects what was actually reported in Nawaat and the editorial line of Nawaat, etc., with all the relevant related articles to that topic. So imagine you are doing a research about this. The other feature we did, let's say now I would like to lay down that topic across a timeline. Then you can do that. From that same thing, you can open you can generate a timeline, and then our AI will present to you the exact same topic, the exact same subject, but now from a timeline perspective. All the big events that happened related to that subject, and for every big event, a quick summary, and then all the related articles. Because for convenience, our system is anonymous for privacy reason, and to protect people who use our system. We don't collect any information. There are no accounts, etc. So we use local storage to make sure that when you do something, we save it for you on your own local browser, and so you can come back to it, whether it's research or whether it's a timeline. And now the WordPress side of things that addresses not the general public, but addresses our own newsroom.
Yeah, so we wanted to make a distinction, have a standalone platform that is purely AI, although the knowledge base is our editorial charter, our guidelines, and the entire archive of Nawaat. It doesn't go outside to bring information. It only consume a knowledge base that is Nawaat archive in 3 languages. And we wanted to bring some feature from the Chronicles to our CMS, to our main website of producing news. And those will help editors and readers have like 3 options. The first one is related article. If you have an editor-in-chief who just came to work for Nawaat for the last 2 years, he doesn't entirely grasp what the entire archive of 20 years of Nawaat has in its database. So the AI will help the editors and journalists find back stories that are written 20 years ago about the same topics or the same region or the same person or the same movement or social movement, whatever. So that's a related articles plugin that is embedded within Gutenberg's editor on WordPress, and it'll present you link to articles that you can integrate as link, or you can put, insert, or embed as a card between paragraphs of the article. The second feature that we implemented within WordPress is, I think here, yeah, article summary. So, and these are bullet points that the AI will generate. The AI will read the article and will summarize it in 10, 7, 8 bullet points that are the most important facts of the entire article. And we have a switch button on the front end, and user can read only the summary or go deep and read the full article. And the editor and journalist have full control about what the AI is generating. So first, we need an approval of the editor or the journalist in order for the summary to show up on the front end. And the third feature that we deployed is a taxonomy summary. So if we are visiting an archive of the page or the category economy, environments, freedoms, women rights, whatever the topics that Nawaat covered, and is being structured around taxonomy, categories, tasks, person, regions, and entity. The AI will summarize the entire archive of Nawaat that addresses that exact taxonomy, and will write a summary in 3 languages, and it will filter the content of the provided article based on the language of your choice. And the summary as well is being fully controlled by editorial oversight. So thank you all. Thanks to JournalismAI for helping us introduce this to the Tunisian public and beyond. And both the platform and the WordPress plugin will be deployed soon. They are live. You can visit them on that website, but they will be publicly made available for the big audience, hopefully by the end of this month. Thank you all.